What's up, crew? Wanted to take a second to outline the kind of what I'm seeing from this Polecat Hollow circuit course. So race this weekend. First time, only 5 people have ridden it, or at least, yeah, 5 people have ridden it. We've got one female's data. If we look at it, very flowing course. It's a racetrack, so we know the turns should be turns that cars can take going very fast. So I'm guessing there's some banking, I would think, on the turns. They should definitely be a little more flowy. Nice little U-turn section here. If we click on it, so start finish is on a net downhill. So fast finish, long stretch it appears. So what 1.7 miles out of that corner on this downhill, kind of a faster downhill it appears. Never trust the percentage grade. Like, I'm pretty sure this ain't a 15% grade, 16%. There's no way. Cars would be taken off if that were the case. But if we look here, it's going to be a fast downhill, and we've got coming out of that last corner 1.7 miles to 1. So 400 meters at least, it looks like, from the corner to the finish line, assuming that this is actually where the finish line is. Now, one thing I always like to do is take a look at the data, right? So that's a segment analysis. Now, if we take a look at Mr. Tootle's ride here, and we go under analyze, one of the beauties of Strava, right? So we can take a look at his segment PR, average of 311 or 314 watts, at 21.3 miles per hour. That's a 5:30 lap time, ish, right about 2 miles. So that'll kind of give you a feel based on what your group usually averages in a race like that, about what sort of time you should expect per lap, and then the number of times you're going to have to do this little climb each time based on that. If we look at the climb, so here's the climb section. The purple here is power. He actually, it looks like he rides this whole thing fairly steady. So in a race, I would expect to see, a little bit more of a spike, if you're in a group, and you would also expect to see a little shorter duration that you're having to push the power, because speed in a group is generally going to be faster than solo. So his power average, where it looked like it spiked to where it looked like it started to ease off some on this climb, shows an average of 12%. So, still pretty steep. 63 feet of climbing during that over 40 seconds. Average speed, 9 miles an hour. So, in a race, that's probably going to be, I would say probably 3 miles an hour faster by the top. So that's going to be it's going to be a challenging hill. The bright side here, it's going to be a leg stinger, obviously, a match each time up that hill. The bright side, if we look at kind of the whole course once again, I wish this was zooming for us, is that there's going to be the downhill right afterwards. So let's see if I can zoom the downhill section a little better here for everyone. So downhill section, peak speed of 30 miles per hour, and 2 minutes 22 seconds, where he averaged 169. So this tells me, his average for one of the loops. Actually, let's try this. His average for one of the loops at 314. Oh, okay, yeah, he did it better this one. Never mind. Everything I was going to tell you was a lie. So post climb, we've got what? We've got roughly 15 seconds at an 8% decline to recover. So not a massive amount of time, but 15 seconds is actually pretty decent. A decent amount of time to recover. Let's go back to it's just so zoomed out that it's kind of tough to see this course profile again. So fast downhill into a short kicker uphill. I would assume you're going to carry speed on this. So if you get tailed off on the climb, you need to catch back on, be with the group. There could be a yo-yo there, depending on how wide it is But the back people may be hitting brakes a little bit. I would expect things to kind of come back together there. And after that, I mean, it just doesn't look like there's anything, too awful crazy. 0.1 of a mile. So it looks like it's just kind of a rolling, flowing, pretty fast all-around course. A little downhill after this kind of U-turn section. I don't know how fast you're going to be able to take that. It would almost be nice for us bigger folks if there was more of a downhill leading into that. Let's take a look at Alyssa real quick for the ladies to get a better idea from a sort of more of a weight comparison standpoint. Polecat Hollow, where's her PR on that one? So the crit course, she averaged 125, it appears, unless this is estimated. So hers actual power. Yeah, hers is actual power. Okay. So, the climb, or what, is that the whole loop? No. Sorry, this is the first time I'm looking at this, so bear with me. Polecat Hollow, 125 average. If we analyze this segment and take a look at this hill for her, we got the hill right there jumping out. So 229 for over a minute 6, down to 6 miles per hour. So this is going to be a substantial climb. There's no way around it. It's going to be pretty steep, pretty hard. I don't think it's going to be hitting 16%, but it is not going to be an easy climb. It's something you're going to have to be ready to lay some gas down on and then recover as much as you can after. So there's only so much we can talk about without actually being able to see the course with our own eyes, but I would plan on a really hard hill. On the back side of the course, I would plan on a fast sprint finish. Wind conditions always play a factor into a finishing sprint. Position always plays a factor if it's a rolling course with a lot of turns. So depending on how those flow, being near the front is going to be key. All right, crew, that's all I got. Peace.